Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I hope everyone had a nice week, and it's wonderful to have all of you here as we begin our Shabbat service, as we welcome each other, and we thank God for giving us the opportunity to be together as we begin with Hinei Matov.
טובו מנעים שברחים גם יחד הנה מה טובו מנעים שברחים גם יחד הנה מה טובו מנעים שברחים גם יחד טובו מנעים שברחים גם יחד הנה מה טובו מנעים שברחים גם יחד הנה מה טובו מנעים שברחים גם יחד טובו מנעים שברחים גם יחד הנה מה טובו מנעים שברחים גם יחד.
And now I invite everyone to please rise as we recite the blessing for the candles as we begin Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lecha likner shel Shabbat.
And you may be seated. We turn to page 5 in our prayer books. At the very middle of the page, Shalom Aleichem Malchei Hasharet Malchei Elyon.
Shalom Aleichem Malchei Hasharet Malchei Elyon Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Bochem LeShalom Malchei HaShalom Malchei Elyon Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Baruchuni LeShalom Malchei HaShalom Malchei Elyon Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Zeitchem LeShalom Malchei HaShalom Malchei Elyon Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
And let's turn now to page 13. Sing to Adonai a new song. Sing to Adonai all the earth. Shir l'Adonai, Shir Chadash.
Shir l'Adonai, Shir Chadash. Shir l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shir l'Adonai baruch shemo. Masro miyom leyom yeshuato. Shir l'Adonai, Shir Chadash. Shir l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shir l'Adonai baruch shemo. מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו. ספרו וגויים כבודו, וכל העמים מפלותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד. נורא הוא אל כל אלוהים. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו. כי כל אלוהי חכמים מלינים, אדוני שמיים עשה, ומדור לפניו. עוז ותפארת במקדשו, שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני בכל שמו, מסרו מיום ליום ישועתו.
And now let's continue on the very next page. Yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz.
ישמחו השמיים, השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ותגל הארץ. ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ותגל הארץ. ירום הים, ירום הים, ירום הים, ומלוא. ירום הים, ירום הים, ירום הים, ומלוא. ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ישמחו השמיים, ותגל הארץ. Bottom of 20. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו, והשתחוו לחפושו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו, והשתחוו לחפושו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו, והשתחוו לאחר קודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו, והשתחוו לאחר קודשו.
And now let's welcome everyone in the Sabbath bride with the words of Lacha Dodi Likrat Kala Penei Shabbat Nekabala, page 23.
שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד.
now, let's welcome everyone with a Shabbat Shalom. We'll take a moment and welcome all those around you. And now I want to invite all those in mourning to remain standing for the words of the Kaddish Yatom, the Mourner's Kaddish, page 30. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'yalma divrach yiruteh v'yamlik machuteh, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayeh dekol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman kariv v'yemru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach leolam omei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach pitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudusha barichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tishbechata v'nechemata da'amiram v'alma v'yemru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yemru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. And I invite everyone to please rise for the Baruch Hu, page 39. And please be seated now as we continue with the Avat Olam, found in our prayer books on page 40.
Shvatim, נשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגם יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
41.
שמע ישראל Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלבתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, ושקתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך.
We continue silently in Hebrew or English to the bottom of page 42.
Adonai Elohechem Emet.
Amen. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, the song our ancestors sang when they crossed the Red Sea and were finally free from Egyptian slavery. Mi chamocha, page 44. I've heard from a number of people over the last few weeks, it's been a little difficult to get to sleep in the evening. I've been having that trouble sometimes as well. We don't necessarily want to take Salmonex or something. We have a very nice...
Salmonex, like P-S-A-L-M.
Wow, that's a long time ago. Anyway, all right. Anyway, but instead of that, we can pray for Hashkivenu, that asks God to help us to lie down peacefully in the evening and awaken us to life renewed. Hashkivenu, page 45.
Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people of Israel, and over Jerusalem. And let us say,
Amen.
Amen. Let's continue now on the next page, page 46, V'shamru v'nei Yisrael. Please rise.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
אמן.
ועלמא דברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולם ועלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן.
And now let's continue silently with the silent Amidah, page 47 through page 52. Shalom Rav, page 51.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam v'shalom Rav al kol yoshvei tevel tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim Shalom Rav al kol yoshvei tevel tasim leolam. Ki ata melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam v'shalom Rav al kol yoshvei ושלום רב על כל יושבי תבל, תשים לעולם. ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. עושה שלום במרומיו, עושה שלום במרומיו. הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה שלום. הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה שלום. הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down. עושה שלום במרומיו, עושה שלום במרומיו. הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה שלום. הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה שלום. הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down.
Now let's offer a prayer of healing for those that we know, in our families, in our community. We think of the hostages. We think of all those who need a refuah shlema, a complete healing of the mind, body, soul, and spirit, as the cantor leads us in a Misha Barak prayer.
May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing for us and all of those we love. Misheberach imotenu mekol habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
You may be seated now as we continue with the Kaddish Shalem, page 54.
יתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה קירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וימכון וחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבא מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי לקודשו. בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן ועלמה ואמרו אמן. תתקבץ לתהון ובתנכו ישראל קודם אבו נביא שמעיה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום הרבה מן שמעיה וחיים אני נביא על כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן.
Good Shabbos, everyone. So when I studied in Israel years ago, I had a rabbinical school teacher, a very unusual guy. He was an amazing teacher, but this particular rabbinic teacher didn't like people. He was a rabbi who just didn't enjoy being around other people. So naturally, he didn't like going to synagogue. Too many people. He only went to synagogue twice a year, the 2 times of the year that he felt that he was commanded by the Torah to attend synagogue. The first time, Rosh Hashanah, right, to hear the shofar. The second time, not Yom Kippur. You would never guess what time it is, so I'll go ahead and tell you. This past Shabbat morning, the Shabbat before Purim, is always a special Sabbath called Shabbat Zachor, the Shabbat of Remembrance. The second time, he would always go to shul. Why? Because this past Shabbat, we took out a second Torah on Saturday morning and read some additional verses. And this particular teacher felt he was commanded by the Torah to hear these verses that recall what the nation Amalek did to our people. They're just 3 very short verses. We read from the book of Deuteronomy. The verses say, remember what Amalek did to you by the way as you came forth out of Egypt. How Amalek, undeterred by the fear of God, surprised you on the march out of the land of Egypt when you were famished, when you were weary, and cut down all the stragglers in your rear. Therefore, when the Lord your God grants you safety from all your enemies around you in the land that the Lord your God has given you as a hereditary portion, you shall blot out the memory of Amalek from under heaven. Do not forget. The Amaleks were that evil nation that attacked the stragglers, the innocent people at the back of the line when we first left Egypt, the Passover story. And what they did was so evil. The Torah tells us, you shall blot out the memory of Amalek from under heaven. Do not forget. Very unusual, right? Don't forget to blot out their memory. Only in Judaism. This story is always read every year right before Purim because the tradition teaches us that there are spiritual descendants of Amalek. And during the Purim story, who is the spiritual descendant? Haman. And so the custom of blotting out the memory, do not forget, is still followed today. Because when we read the Megillah, we have our groggers, which we all enjoy, and we spin the grogger when we say, Haman, or Haman. Again, we're blotting out the memory. We're not forgetting to do so. We kind of hear the name, but we spin the grogger so we don't actually hear it. Only in Judaism. Sometimes people will ask me, though, Rabbi, why remember all these horrible events? Why remember the Hamans, the Pharaohs, the evil descendants of Amalek over the centuries? Can't we focus in on the good events? Isn't life already so difficult? Let's focus in on the happy moments. Zachor, remembrance, is a mitzvah that makes many people uncomfortable. They may argue to themselves or to me that there could be no reconciliation as long as the memories of the cruelties and the atrocities of the past are preserved and thrown in our faces. Can't we just forget and forgive? Move on. Who wants to deal with the pain of recalling again and again what happened to our people so long ago? Enough of, they tried to kill us, we won, let's eat. The natural desire to forget and be happy collides often in our tradition with the ongoing pain of memory, of tragic memory. And yes, memory can hurt. Memory, writes the historian Yosef Chaim Yerushalmi, is always problematic, usually deceptive, sometimes treacherous. So why not move on? Forget the Holocaust. Forget the bad parts of the Purim story. No more talk of the persecutions, the massacres, and the pogroms. Rabbi, why go there? Every single day, if you open up a prayer book, at the end of the morning prayer service, we're actually commanded to list and mention 6 events that we're commanded to remember daily as identity-shaping experiences. 4 are positive: the Exodus from Egypt, the Sabbath day, standing at Mount Sinai, and actually the incredible miracles that Miriam performed by finding the water for the people when they were leaving Egypt. 4 positive. The 5th event we're supposed to recall: the way our ancestors tried God in the wilderness. Yes, Jews can be a stiff-necked people. Kind of positive, kind of negative. And then the 6th thing that we're told to remember on a daily basis. The tradition tells us we also have to remember the command to blot out the memory of Amalek. Do not forget. Even in our morning services, the tradition again challenges us to express gratitude and the wonder of our existence, the miracle that we're still here, and at the same time, be vigilant, be prepared to ensure our survival at all times. Because that's always been the reality of being a Jew. And hopefully won't be soon. But if history is a guide, may always be. In the book of Exodus last week, we read the words for remembrance before the Lord at all times. And the great Baal Shem Tov tells us remembering is the source of redemption, while forgetting leads to exile. The word Zachor, which means memory, appears 169 times in the Hebrew Bible. In fact, in Hebrew, there is no word for history. There only is a word for memory, Zachor. And throughout our tradition, we're commanded to reach deep, deep into our collective mental storehouse again and again. It's in all of our DNA, and we're in trouble if we don't. The great holiday of Purim that ends in just a few moments as the sun begins to set, in many ways is the Jewish answer to one of the great questions of Jewish history. How do we Jews live with a traumatic past without being held captive by the past? Yes, remember, ours is a religion of memory, because if you forget the past, you'll find yourself repeating it. Yet it's also a future-oriented faith. To be a Jew is to answer the question, has the Messiah come, with the words, not yet. There's too much tragedy in the past, but we have to keep the hope alive. And Purim is a way of saying, remember the past, but then look at the children in their costumes. Celebrate with them throughout the year on Shabbat. And for their sake, build a better future for them. We recall the past to ensure or to do our best that it doesn't happen again, so we're not naive, and work on making a better future, especially for our children. And maybe that's why the tradition teaches that the Messiah finally comes one day and the Messianic era arrives. We Jews will only celebrate one holiday still, not Yom Kippur and not Rosh Hashanah, but Purim. That's the only holiday we will still celebrate. So we can finally celebrate Purim, the rabbis tell us, and not worry about Haman. Today in 2025, Purim has so much meaning for us again. Look at Hamas, the spiritual descendants of Amalek. Like Amalek, Hamas, terrorists on October 7th, purposely attacked the most innocent of Jews, women, children, the elderly. We were reminded just how evil Amalek can be. And so the tradition here is again telling us, blot out their memories, do not forget. We don't want to hear the name Hamas, but we have to. Because remembrance is the key to preventing recurrence. And unfortunately, too many Israelis forgot how evil Hamas can be. Amnesia always favors the Amalekites. And one of the classic evasions undergirding amnesia is the claim that Amalek is long gone. Only primitive people are so cruel. The mitzvah of Zachor is a stern reminder that Amalek lives and must be fought. So this evening, as Purim ends, I want to leave you with one challenging thing to do. Go see the new movie, October 8. It opened today. And October 8, the movie, offers a look at the explosion of anti-Semitism on college campuses, social media, and in the streets of America beginning the day after. As we were mourning 1,200 Jews killed, 250 people taken hostage, the protest began against us and against Israel. Through meticulous investigation, October 8th uncovers how over decades Hamas created sophisticated networks in America to permeate too many U.S. institutions. And it also examines the tsunami of online anti-Semitism, propaganda, and disinformation unleashed by Iran, China, and Russia, with the sole purpose of dividing our society and increasing anti-Semitism. I saw that movie this afternoon. It was the perfect thing to do on Purim. I celebrated with our children last night, and then I saw what the current-day Amalekites, the current-day Hamans are up to. And I think we need to know what our eternal enemies are up to, even here in America. And then we have to be on the offensive. The movie October 8 is only at Edwards for 1 week. And so if you don't have tickets to see it at the JCC Film Festival in April, go see it. Because perhaps we American Jews are tasked to remember the moment of Mordecai's eternal and majestic call to Esther that we read last night and this morning. Mordecai says to his niece Esther when she's hesitant to go to the king to tell the king what Haman is up to. He says to her, "Who knows if you have not achieved your position for this very moment?" Who knows that we American Jews and our relative prosperity and freedom have not been given this moment, this position, for this very moment. The time is now. And the great holiday of Purim has the perfect way of saying, remember the past, but then go build a better future. Shabbat Shalom. Let us now rise as we return to our service and we open the ark for the Aleinu. It's found in our prayer books on page 56.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר ארץ, ומו יושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו, ושכינתו זו, בכובעי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום, וידעת היום, והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד.
And now I'd like to again invite all those in mourning to remain standing for the words of the mourner's Kaddish. This week at Beth Yeshurun, we offer condolences to the families of Rick Goldberg, George Chow, Dr. Marcia Ebner, Steve Allison, Mayor Sylvester Turner, Jonathan Malev, and Melanie Kirshner. Page 58. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah, v'yamad divrach yirteh v'yamlik makuteh, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayeh dekol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman kari v'yamru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mivorach leolam omei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudusha b'richu, Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tishbechata v'nechemata, da'amiram bi'alma v'yamru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya, v'chaim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yamru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yamru amen. So we have one anniversary to celebrate this evening, and then one couple that's about to be married. So first, celebrating their 19th anniversary, Anna Marie and Bruce Levy. Mazel tov. 19 years. And Anna Marie and Bruce, you've had a wonderful year full of family, friends, and travel. And the one particularly special event this year is the impending blessing of the arrival of your third grandchild. So you're very blessed to get to see your grandchildren grow and develop into their own little selves, and we look forward to hearing about the third one that will be born at the end of this month. So only continued simchas and growing family and health and happiness as you celebrate 19 years of marriage. Mazel tov. And I'd like to call up on the bima Jennifer Verratti and Michael Stoll, who will be married here at Beth Yeshurun a week from Sunday. Come on up. Gifts from the congregation, and it's great to see many of your family members that are here tonight, and I look forward to celebrating with the two of you a week from Sunday. And Jennifer, to see you grow up here, it's going to be a real awesome opportunity for me to be under the chuppah with the two of you, and it's been a pleasure getting to know you, Michael, and you guys have a lot to look forward to. And there are many, many reasons why you work so well together as a couple: your shared values and your similar goals, your love of Judaism and the Jewish faith in Israel. There's not many couples that have a dog named after Theodore Herzl. I like that. I like that. You have strong communication skills. You already get along well and know how to communicate well with each other. You have a great mutual respect and understanding and a good sense of humor. You love to laugh and enjoy life together, and you both understand life is short, and your shared sense of humor helps you even out things in tough times. I've gotten to see it. I know your family agrees. how blessed we are that the two of you found each other, and you have many, many, many good years ahead. So let me offer the blessings of our people, and then the cantor will lead us in Siman Tov and Mazel Tov. Yivarecha Adonai v'yishmarecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yuneka, Yisad Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God always bless you and keep you, show you favor and be gracious to you, and only show you kindness, and many, many years of peace ahead. And let us all say, Amen.
Mazel tov. Siman tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, siman tov, siman tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, siman tov, siman tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, siman tov. Yei lanu, yei lanu, yei lanu, lecho Yisrael. Yei lanu, u'lecho Yisrael. Mazel tov.
Thank you, Cantor. And so a couple announcements I wanted to share with you. Of course, Purim is ending, but the Purim celebration at Beth Yeshurun is not ending. So Sunday, I'm so excited. We haven't done this in a long time, but we have a spiel. It's called a Wicked, Wicked Purim Spiel. And it's going to be a lot of fun, very Hamishy. It's very, just a good time. And
It's a lightly staged table read.
well, don't
Not yet.
undersell it. I mean, you're really good in it. And you get to hear the cantor sing a
amazing.
lot. And Andy Berger is Queen Esther, so that's,
The casting is phenomenal.
yeah. The casting is first rate. Lori Herzog's going to be in it. Kathleen's in it. We've got a lot of Rabbi Morgan's in it. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of our staff. It's Sunday at 10 a.m. And then right afterwards, we'll go right into our Purim Carnival, which is always terrific. It's one of the best carnivals around for people of all ages. The food, the rides, and the games. And this year, thanks to generous funding by our rabbis, presidents, and Eitz Chaim circles, free admission to the carnival, no charge. The only charge is food, and we do ask that everyone registers for security and planning purposes. So we'd love to see you all here Sunday, beginning at 10 a.m. A few other quick announcements. Our Yes Luncheon program is this Wednesday. We'll be having the best little klezmer band in Texas. In April, Tuesday, April 8th, they'll be going to Lake Charles, to the Golden Nugget. Voting has begun for the World Zionist Congress. You can go to our website for more information. I encourage all of you to vote for the Mir Cause Party, which represents the conservative movement in the World Zionist Congress elections. In next Friday night, we have two next Friday nights I wanted to make special mention. I'm really excited. This is the second time we're doing this since October 7th. We are bringing in a group of soldiers from Israel that have been injured in the current war. We brought in 5 soldiers back in December. Beginning on Monday, we're bringing in 13 injured IDF soldiers, the real true heroes of the Jewish people, through an extraordinary organization called Brothers for Life. And they'll be speaking at different schools and different places throughout the week, staying with some of our young families here in the congregation. A week from tonight, they all will be here at services, and one of these heroes will be speaking, giving the sermon next Friday night. And also Thursday night, in partnership with our Jewish Federation at our JCC, the community is welcome to come as well. Thursday night, March 20th, beginning at 6:30 p.m., to come hear the powerful stories of injured combat soldiers from the IDF. Again, that's this Thursday at 6:30 p.m. I want you to know, too, that a few of the host families are taking the soldiers to the rodeo Tuesday night to see Post Malone. So either they're never going to want to come to Texas again, or they're going to think this is the best place ever. I don't know. But I can't wait to see their reactions at the rodeo, and they'll be there Tuesday night. Now, the next week's also a very special week here at Beth Yeshurun. As many of you know, on March 27th, we'll be honoring our beloved Rabbi Steve Morgan on his retirement at our Carnival Spring Fundraiser. That's Thursday night, March 27th. And the following night, we'll celebrate another retiree, our Executive Director, Andy Berger. And that'll be 2 weeks from tonight. We'll have a pre-service oneg and a happy hour in Andy's honor. And then for services, we'll have an opportunity for some guest speakers to help celebrate and roast Andy's many accomplishments before he retires on March 31st. So if all of you can be here a week from tonight and again on March 28th for 2 very special Friday nights here at Beth Yeshurun. So finally, I wanted to make mention, many of you may have seen it on the cover of the Jewish Herald Voice, but 2 weeks ago, when we hosted the kosher chili cook-off, Beth Yeshurun won. And then, so I want to thank, it was pretty awesome. I want to thank Jennifer Rosenzweig and Marco and Chef Damon Sistrunk. And I love that the name of our Beth Yeshurun team was the Holy Pinos. So, of course, they were going to win. They had the best chili. And so I want to thank our staff and our volunteers. I know it was great, and it was nice to finally win. And so we could put that trophy in our trophy case with all the trophies, all the sports we won here at Beth Yeshurun. So I want to, again, wish everybody a good Shabbos, and I want to bless our children. So let's have all of our wonderful children that are here tonight come on up, all our pre-B'nai Mitzvah students that are here, come on up as well. And let's bless our sons that are here. To our sons, we say, Yesimcha Elohim ke'Ephraim ke'Menashe. May God bless our precious sons like Ephraim and Menashe. And for our daughters, we say, Yesimech Elohim ke'Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah. May God bless our daughters like Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. And may God bless all of our precious children always with shalom. And let us say, Amen. And now please rise for the Kiddush and Hamotzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshan b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maseh כי כל יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר לציון מצרים כי באנו ובחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל עמים ושבת קודשך באחווה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת לחיים ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המוציא לחם מן הארץ.
Good Shabbos.